Monday, we start with our word drills, which are our plosives, So if we go through from the top of Monday, bit, tip, pit, kit, tick, git, dead, bed, ted, bad, dag, gad, dog, gob, bod, gore, bore, door, do, boo, goo, beat, deep, bead, bite, kite, dote. What you have there are some great plosives to start warming up those vowels, and you get different ones each day. Moving on from that, we've got our glottals. Betty and Bertie were butterfly flutterers. Bertie and Betty were butterfly flutterers. That goes right to the back. That's your glottals. Betty and Bertie were butterfly flutterers. Next again, we explore our plosives. This is again just on Monday. Unique, New York, New York, unique. Unique, New York, New York, unique. Unique, New York, New York, unique. You can see as we start to go through these exercises, it's warming up all those vowels, all those different sides of my mouth. Next one, we're going to that final L, which is great. Single. So, a single, suitable, saleable, silver, salt well. It just gets you to hit those L's. It starts to expand the mouth. If we're lazy and unarticulated, you can't really hear the diction. What's the great thing about diction? A single, suitable, saleable, silver, salt well. You hear every single part of the word. Next up, we've got our L's and our R's. With your classic, this is again Monday's exercise, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. This is a great one. I do this quite often before shows. Red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red lorry, yellow lorry. Doing it over and over gives you a bit more vibration in the throat and mouth as well. Moving on from that, we have our S sound. I slit a sheet I slit, upon a slitted sheet I sit. I slit a sheet I slit, upon a slitted sheet I sit. And again, that gets the E's going and the S's going, brings that into clarity as well. Final one for Monday is your TH sound. I'd rather lather father than have father slather lather over me. I'd rather lather father than have father slather lather over me. As hits your TH sounds, I don't know where they get these sentences from, but there's your TH sound. If you do these daily exercises in the dictionary, your diction and your clarity of your speech will improve. So that was Monday. We are now moving on to Tuesday. We're going to begin with our fricatives. So again, deep breath, root yourself, go through those warm-up exercises. Make sure you feel loose. Work to your ability today. So our fricatives are fish, shift, sift, sausage, message, massage, sue, shoe, zoo, show, so, sue, chin, chow, chew, fadge, fudge, judge, vain, sane, save. If you struggle with any of those sounds or any of those consonants or vowels, we should have some videos on vowels and consonants to help you discover that and to slow it down. Moving on, we are going to be doing our glottals. Fit fat is not fitting or flattering but fettering. Fit fat is not fitting or flattering but fettering. Lovely. We're going to keep moving on to our plosives. This is again for Tuesday. Our plosives are rubber, baby, buggy, bumpers. Rubber, baby, buggy, bumpers. Rubber, baby, buggy, bumpers. Moving on, we're going to hit that final L. This is your Tuesday exercise. The final L. Hulls, hurricanes, howl around the halls of hell. Again, if I didn't add that dentalized L at the end, that L, we'd have hulls, hurricanes, howl around the halls of hell. You don't hear, and you lose a lot of that articulation and speech clarity. Hulls, hurricanes, howl around the halls of hell. Our L's and R's now. We had red lorry, yellow lorry yesterday on Monday. Today we've got red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. There is no way you can do this without a big open mouth and enjoying the sounds. If I go red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, you don't hear anything. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. We're going to move on now to our S, our Tuesday S. Soldiers' shoulders shudder when shrill shells shriek. Soldiers' shoulders shudder when shrill shells shriek. Enjoy that S sound in that one. We're going to finish off Tuesday's exercises with our TH sound. 30,000 Thracians threatened throngs from Thessalonica. 30,000 Thracians threatened throngs from Thessalonica. Fantastic. Those are your Tuesday's exercises. Welcome to Wednesday's articulation exercises on our dictionary exploration. We are going to start with our word drills, beginning with man, nan, ming, mangle, mingle, dongle, Monday, noonday, non-day, thin, think, thinking, among, anon, Mancunian, gnashing, onion, gnocchi. Those are our word drills. We're going to keep moving on down. This is again our Wednesday exercises. Patty thought Peter's pretty prattle pretentious platitudes. I'm going to say that again. We're going to move now on to our glottals, beginning with Patty thought Peter's petty prattle pretentious platitudes. Patty thought Peter's petty prattle pretentious platitudes. That's your glottal, that gets that going. We're going to now move on to our plosives. So remember, during all of these, root yourself, support yourself with your diaphragm, feet on rails. A proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot. A proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot. Again, you can slow these down. A proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot. A proper cup of coffee in a proper copper coffee pot. That was our plosives. We are now going to go on to our final L. As I say before, this is great for articulation and speech clarity. These are your Wednesday exercises. So deep breath in. Will feel well if he wills his wealth to willing whales. Will feel well if he wills his wealth to willing whales. Hitting that L really nicely. Adds a lot of clarity. Again, Monday and Tuesday we had our red lorry, yellow lorry, our red leather and our yellow leather, again to help with those L's and the R's. Today we have a slightly different one on our Wednesday exercises. We have grey blood, green blood, spray blood, spleen blood. Grey blood, green blood, spray blood, spleen blood. Grey blood, green blood, spray blood, spleen blood. Again, if you're having any problems with any of these vowels or consonants or the sounds that I'm making, we have videos to help with that. We have a vowel exercise, consonant exercises to help slow down these sounds and make them more manageable. Only work from where you are today. We're going to continue on with the S sound. 17 sailors sighed on the silent, glassy Sargasso Sea. 17 sailors sighed on the silent, glassy Sargasso Sea. Those are our S sounds for Wednesday. We're going to end with our TH sounds. Forswear soothsayers who naysay forsooth, though their thoughts be nothing but the truest of truth. That's the sound that you want. Again, you can go back to our previous videos to see those sounds a little bit better, maybe slowed down a bit more. Forswear soothsayers who naysay forsooth, though their thoughts be nothing but the truest of truth. Those were your Wednesday's exercises. Thank you. Welcome to our Thursday exercises. We're going to begin with our word drills as usual, so please repeat after me. Hip, hope, hop. Harp, heap, herb. How, hair, here. Hatter, hitter, hotter. Hey, ahoy, aha. Exhale, exhume, inhale. Those are our word drills, and you can see each day we are focusing on a different sound. So it shouldn't feel overwhelming that every day you wake up, you're like, oh, I have to go through every single sound in the world. What this dictionary is quite good at doing in these daily exercises is focusing on one specific sound for that day. So if you do these exercises daily, in a few weeks, and over a long period of time, you'll notice a difference and a higher clarity in your speech. We are now going to move on to our glottals. It's easy to glottal the T in a bottle, but much less easy to bottle a glottal stop. You can hear it's right at the back of my throat, hence why it's called the glottal. Right at the back, one more time. It's easy to glottal the T in a bottle, but much less easy to bottle a glottal stop. We're going to now move on to our plosives, which is your pl, coming straight forward. We're going to start with Tony's tatter's tenant was determined to get 10 tenors in a tent. Tony Tatter's tenant was determined to get 10 tenors in a tent. T-t-t-t. That's focusing really nicely on that dentalized T sound. We're now going to go for our final L sound on these Thursday exercises. Final L sound. The Glasgow Glazier's gas globes glowed gleamingly green. Hitting that L is really great at giving your speech some emphasis, giving your speech that clarity it deserves. The Glasgow Glazier's gas globes glowed gleamingly green. And if you haven't been to Glasgow, it's exactly what they do. Lovely, we're going to our L and our R's now. If you remember, our L and our R sound. This is a great one. I struggle with this one sometimes, so don't worry if you mess it up. You can just rewind the video and try again. Flying fish, frying fish, flies for fishing, fish and fries frying. Try that again. You can try it a little bit quicker if you want, or a little bit slower, whatever works for you. Flying fish, frying fish, flies for fishing, fish and fries frying. Those are our L's and our R's for our Thursday. Our L's and our R's for our Thursday, sorry. We're moving on to our S sound. This is a great one. I love this one. It's an absolutely classic one. 67 sausages sizzling in solid steaming stainless steel saucepans. I'll slow that down a little bit for you. 67 sausages sizzling in solid steaming stainless steel saucepans. And then we'll go twice as fast just for fun. 67 sausages sizzling in solid steaming stainless steel saucepans. Even though I went quick there, hopefully you could hear every single word because I am articulating the correct sounds. We're going to end our Thursday exercise today with our TH sound as we usually do. Winter weather hath thwarted the Thane's bloodthirsty death. Very Shakespearean one for you there with our TH. Winter weather hath thwarted the Thane's bloodthirsty death. That was our TH sound for Thursday. Welcome to our Friday exercises. It's the final day of the working week. You get your Saturday and your Sunday off from articulation exercises, unless, as I said, you really want to do some. We've got a lot of other videos ready for you if you do, or you can repeat any of these exercises that you feel like you might need a bit more work on. We're going to begin our Friday exercise with our classic word drills, so please repeat after me. Little, lately, lottery. Rail, royal, reel. Prelate, relate, realtor. Poorly, lorry, really. Rarely, royally, unruly. Ruling, reeling, luring. Paler, rail, and pale. Those are our word drills for Friday. We are now going to move on to our glottals, our Friday glottals. It's a very British glottal for you today. Beer battered chips, not pon noisette, with patty pan courgettes and crêpe Suzette. Forgive my French for this one, it's a little bit of French and some classic British stereotypes. Beer battered chips, not pon noisette, with patty pan courgettes and crêpes Suzette. We're now going to move on to our Friday plosives. I do struggle with this one, so if you struggle with this one as well, this is the one I find tricky. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. Now if I try that really quick, I will probably mess it up, so listen here. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. Ken Dodd's dad's dog's dead. I need to slow it down to keep that articulation and that clarity. So if you're finding the same, just slow the text down a little bit. We're going to move on to our final L, our Friday final L. Oliver oiled the engine hinges with engine oil. Oliver oiled the engine hinges with engine oil. Those are your final L's. We're going to move on to our L's and our R's for Friday, this Friday exercise. L's and our R's go something like this. A literary critic, critically, literal, cricket. A literary critic, critically, literal, cricket. Those were your L's and your R's for your Friday. We are going to now move on to the S sound. Simon hisses and sighs as Susan whispers sweet nothings in his ears. Again, finding that S sound really helps with articulation. Simon hisses and sighs as Susan whispers sweet nothings in his ears. Fantastic. We're going to finish off this Friday with our TH sound. Are thin thistles with thick stalks stacked next to thick thistles with thin sticks? I'll slow that one down just a little bit. Are thin thistles with thick stalks stacked next to thick thistles with thin stalks? Those are your TH sounds for your Friday. You should hopefully have there your Monday to Friday exercises going very slowly through them. Focus on them all, and if there are any parts that you are struggling with or that you need to lean into a little bit more, you can look at the other videos or use your Saturday and your Sunday to explore the sounds that you want to explore a little bit more, enjoying that range and that resonance.